with somebody that you're afraid, and if you don't have a relationship with somebody, you're afraid that this person is better than you because that person can keep a relationship and you can't keep a relationship. Pretty much that is a fear that precedes jealousy. And the idea of fear of relationships concerning that you're with someone, people are jealous that if I'm a man and I have a girlfriend, and if another guy come up to your girlfriend, you are afraid this other guy is going to try to take your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And of course, vice versa. A woman is afraid if a guy go over here and a woman comes up, approach him, that woman's afraid that this woman will try to take the guy. And that is fear. That afraid, you're afraid that, what belongs to you will be taken away from you. And what people thinks that, I'm afraid, I'm jealous, and I'm afraid of, this person going to be with somebody else and stuff like that. That is not something that is supposed to be there. Yes, people can have their suspicion of something like that, but that is not supposed to be there. It says in First John 4 or something, that the perfect love casteth all fear. See, what that means, that God showed me, or more likely remind me of that idea, that the idea of the atom. The atom has a proton and a neutron together, and it has a electron surrounding the proton and neutron. And what those that are in a relationship that represents the proton and the neutron. Two people watch this, two different people that are with each other. You know what I'm saying? And you are connected to each other. You know what I'm saying? Giving out, as what a nucleus is formed, is giving out energy to one another. And what that means is, it's not, you're supposed to, when it comes to a relationship, you're supposed to be giving off energy to the other person. That's supposed to be what makes that's supposed to be the love flow like the flow energy that you love. I love the other person, other person love me. That's supposed to be what the focus of the relationship. Now, guess what? The electron is going to keep going around and going around and going around, and that's a negative charge. And that means negative people, you know what I'm saying? Guys, that guy that wants to get with your girl, that person going to be there. It could be anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody. And unfortunately, in these days, any woman, you know what I'm saying? And bam, ladies, you got that lady that, want to get with your guy. That lady gonna be there, and unfortunately in this crazy world, that man gonna be there. But the negative forces are gonna surround you. They're gonna be there. But because you have cultivated this love relationship, but together, you're not worried about the outside forces. You're not worried about the outside forces or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You are focused on this relationship. And what's supposed to develop in this flow of energy is trust. You know what I'm saying? Is trust, that you trust your other person. You trust the other person because y'all have cultivated an inward relationship or a bond that is true love, that, the other person don't need nobody else. You don't need nobody else, because you understand that this here is very more important than, to concerning other, people. It's what's supposed to be cultivated. But when we do not, that's not cultivated, that true energy cultivated, fear is going to attack both people. Like, I'm afraid this person's trying to get with somebody, cheat on me. I'm afraid of that person cheat on me. Usually be the thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what Satan needs. Satan needs you to be in that place of fear to destroy the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's that fear of losing people that are valuable to you is, and the thing is, people think that, having that mindset, oh, it's okay to have a mindset. It's all right. No, it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to mature in love. The Bible talks about, of course, 1 Corinthians, 13, about maturing in love. You have to, put away childish things. You know what I'm saying? That is an immature perspective of thinking of your other person being with someone else and da 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 da. But the ultimate goal, like I said, is trust. But the first trust, if you're going to establish a true relationship, is to trust in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both trust in the Lord with all thy heart and all thy soul, all thy mind, is what a true relationship is supposed to be cultivated. But what fear does, it says, oh, that person doesn't want to be with me. Oh, that person wants to be with somebody else, and now and now watch this. The other ideal of fear is because a certain people, man concerning, it always be, unfortunately, when it comes to a relationship, the guy find something else with someone else. A woman see a guy with a woman, she this person, is trying to talk to him, and then she's like, no, you're not going to talk to him. And there's another, something like that approach, and then comes to find out the person that she was talking, is a cousin, what I'm saying, something like that, or this person, is a friend at school or something, and the thing is, now, because usually people do that because they have been cheated upon by certain people. In the past, someone, did cheat on you. And what happens is that people, when they get cheated on, they build this, this person, they don't want to get hurt again. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's a lot of people in this world, vice versa, men and women. But the thing is, the ideal of how we're supposed to cultivate this relationship to mature concerning healing is how much is it cultivated with God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is love. You know what I'm saying? God will give the proper love inside of us that, first of all, will give us the strength and ability to make the proper judgment of who we select in our lives, and to make aware to ourselves if we are doing something wrong concerning the relationship, and make awareness to the other person, is they doing something wrong in the relationship, and do we need to discuss things? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, people do not question that enough to try to rectify the ideal, because I rectify the idea that this person cares about you. This person really truly wants to love you, but you let the past interfere with this future. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people, unfortunately, find themselves doing. And the thing is, and even racism. Yes, racism, stimulated by fear. You know what I'm saying? The black people fear that this white person gonna do them wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the white person is scared of the black person that, that they may feel negative towards them concerning about, what the mistreatment that happened to people. Racism is created by fear. You know what I'm saying? And, and the thing is, Satan uses fear to bring division. And yes, see, and here's the thing about, fear. Things did happen. Something did happen that can create that, to make that thought that this person is going to do me wrong. This person is going to do wrong towards me. Something happened. But the thing is, I learned, that if the forgiveness that Jesus Christ died on the cross for, the power of God's forgiveness power, is supposed to have a power that has the ability to forgive. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus says, love, a power of love that can love your enemies, bless those that curse you, pray for them that despitefully use you. That's how the power of God's love, if we learn and cultivate God's love, it's supposed to cast all fear. You know what I'm saying? But if we're not cultivating his love and concerning of things and bad things that happened in the past, we make misjudgment over people. We misjudge other people because this kind of person did something wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? And we don't, we don't like that person, so we're not going to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. People make these decisions, and it's foolish decisions. And I'm finna give you a reason why these are foolish decisions when we make those judgments. It's called DNA. And DNA means it's DNA in our body, that we are an individual. Everybody is different. Everybody's created different. You cannot look at any other person like another person, that they're going to do another person wrong like the other person. You know what I'm saying? We are different. God fearfully, wonderfully created everybody's different. So you don't have a right to think a person going to do you wrong when you do not understand this person that you are involved with. You know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to be cultivating the proper relationships with people, that you trying to understand this person's different attributes is not the person in the past that did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother different individual. You know what I'm saying? That is the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to look at the outward appearance of a person to say that because that person looked like that other person, they're going to do me wrong. That's a lie concerning DNA, because that person is their own individual, and that person will make their different judgments on how they see people and treat people. You know what I'm saying? That we need to keep that in mind when we come to the ideal of having fear and being afraid of other people that is similar to the person that did you wrong, but they are not the same person. And that's what we need to realize, that concerning us cultivating relationships. But we don't realize that we will make fools out of each other, thinking that this person is doing this and thinking this person that, and not realizing, wait a minute, you don't understand this person. You don't really know this person inside. So you need to really be about evaluating a person concerning who they are, to find out what kind of person that person is, to make a proper judgment and a proper decision, to be about something that is going to rectify something and not cause drama and arguing and fighting one another and hurting one another, is what God's love can do, beyond a shadow of doubt. All right, that's the message. Hope you know how fear makes people fools. You know what I'm saying? Make you afraid of somebody did you wrong, but everybody is their own individual. You're not allowed to judge everybody concerning their appearance, who they are, because they're their own individual. You have to evaluate to truly find out if a person is about this, a person about that, concerning your agenda of being with them. All right, that's the message. God be the glory, him forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.